Afternoon, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And this afternoon, boys and girls, we're going to be building a Zonker-Crawfish. The ingredients are the hook is a Daiichi 1710. Thread is Danville Flymaster 210 denier in brown. The weight in it is Hareline small red dumbbells. The claws are Hareline Magnum rabbit strips in crawfish orange. The rib is medium Copper UTC wire. The hackle is Whiting's brown Grizzly, the part that's on the very bottom of the saddle. The Carapace is Hareline Swiss straw. The antennae are strands of copper Hareline Krystal flash. The body cover is Hareline's medium brown and black Verigated Chenille. So when it's all said and done, looks like this. As everybody knows, I build my flies in sections for durability. So you're going to go ahead and mount your Daiichi 1710. Take your brown Danville Flymaster in a 210 denier. Build you a thread base. And you want to take that down around the bend a little bit. So there's your copper Krystal flash from Hareline. And I've trimmed some before. So you're going to need a piece about 3.5 inches long. Just double it in the middle. Put it on the thread. Now you got your piece of Hareline Swiss straw. And you got your Hareline small red dumbbell eye. You attach it with 5 turns one way, then you hold it in place. Give it 5 more the other way, and then figure 8. And then over and under. And then frap. And that's the first phase. You want to take your head cement and just paint the thread around the eyes. And you leave that sit off to dry. And once it's dried, tied back in. Next are your claws. And excuse me. These claws, measure the hide at 1.5 inches. And then just kind of get yourself about a 1/4 inch piece of hide. Just trim that fur off of there so you got something to mount on that's sturdy. And you paint that with some head cement. Leave that to sit off to dry. All right, next you got your copper wire. I just wanted to check how long that copper wire is. It's 4.5 inches long. Excuse me. This is a size 4. I didn't mention that before. It's a Daiichi 1710 and a size 4. Next is your Verigated chenille. You're just going to peel those fibers off of that thread that's in the inside, just like you would for a woolly booger. I leave that off to the side. I don't trim it. And then your hackle. I trim the fluff off so it's not in the way. You don't have to, but that's one of those preference things. You just peel it down just like, again, like you would for a woolly booger. You want to put that hackle in at a 45-degree angle to the shank. Take a couple of half hitches. Swing your bobbin cradle around. Wrap your chenille forward. Try your very best. You want to stay about an eye width back from the eye. That way you're not crowding your eye. Okay. Next is your carapace. You're going to bring that forward. Try to flatten it out a little bit. Do not trim your carapace off just yet. Couple of half hitches. Bring your hackle forward. Stroke the fibers back. Open spirals. Couple more half inches. On the wire. And the wire is counter wrapped. You might need a bodkin to pick the hackle fibers out like that. The wire serves a couple of purposes. One is to suggest the segments on the tail, and the other is to increase durability, because most of the fish that eat this have teeth, like trout have teeth. Smallmouth bass, they have ridges, but you never know what you're going to run into in river type situations. Enough fish get a hold of this thing and it'll tear it up pretty good. So you want as much durability as you can get. Maybe I should have gone with 5 inches on the wire. All right. Get a couple of wraps of wire so that you got a good tie-in, or tie off rather. You just saw me use a pair of scissors. That's a very old pair of scissors that I use exclusively for cutting wire. I suppose I could go a little longer, do the helicopter method. I've never really been a helicopter guy. That's not to say it's wrong or anything. It's just, again, preference. You're the guy tying the fly, so want to make sure that you get all that wire covered up. All right, now it's time for a haircut. First, you want to trim your, not necessarily first, but trim your tail off, and then trim these off on top, exposing the tail. You want to make sure you trim them off real close. And you got your UV resin. Put it on the head. Put it across the top of the carapace. Your UV light. And there you go. Rabbit Zonker Crawdad. You can, please, if you enjoyed this tutorial, like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can find this and other patterns on my YouTube channel. You can also find them on the Custom Tide Virtual Fly Shop website at www.custom-tide.com. That's custom-tied.com. Have a splash, don't forget the dash. And you can also find my Facebook Virtual Fly Shop by searching Custom Tire 02. That's CUSTOMTYER 02. I hope you enjoy tying this as much as I enjoyed showing you how to tie it. Happy tying.